Alright. Let's do this. Yay. More The House of Sticks. California Fire and Life. Well, you know, good to keep those options open. Fire and Life. It's kind of weird, but what do I know?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
Alright.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
It's a lot of money.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Alright.
There's got to be more in these files.
Are you a spy?
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss.
Heavens defend me! I didn't come to California to be a secretary. I'm gonna make him take me to the pictures tonight.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
Alright, where are the drugs? Wait, no. Wrong guy. Alright, why?
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
Alright, what's your connection with him?
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
Come on.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
I see. Suddenly this makes sense now. Alright, what's the motive?
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
I want to doubt her, but... truth.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Ms. Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address. Not the phone number.
Smooth. Smooth.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs.
Really? Why?
Come on, I'll walk you up.
I don't know, man.
You're lost in my eyes.
That jacket's pushing it, but that tie? Come on, man. What were you thinking?
Top of my class back east. Now I'm waiting tables.
Really?
This is no battle of wits between you and me. I never pick on an unarmed man.
What? I don't know what that lady was going on about. Now I'm just confused.
Mr. Benson? You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
All right.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
I see.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
Ah.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Well, that was weird.
Mr. Kelso. Thanks, kid.
Oh, sweet.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he's
So, are the crimes going to appear? I don't think they are. I imagine they would.
Got a job to do.
Well, hope to God no police see me, because at this time I don't have that, covering me.
Control your car.
What? Hey, no, I feel like he's talking directly to me. And, I don't know how I don't like that.
Bad driving.
Wow. Ah, that worked. Oh my god, still. That guy's still on fire. It's amazing. I love it.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners. Bulldozing and starting again. Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm not.
I'm Jack Kelso from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
looks like you do.
Wow.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
Feel like I forgot something back there.
You hear him?
Thing about ego, they don't talk about other people.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara? The nerve of some people. Top of my class back east. Now I'm waiting tables.
How's that just been paid look about him? What the heck?
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
What? Alright.
Your custom thing is short of a
Says I'll never be an actress. I'm going to the Mocambo this Friday?
Do you think this lipstick's too light for my complexion?
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday. I don't want to be rude, but you're bothering me.
Uh-huh. Was something.
I'll be in touch.
Did your parents ever ask you to run away from home? And I thought this was such a nice area.
2 hats. Interesting. Here, no.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
There'll be a newspaper or something in there.
When is America going to understand it's about giving?
Alright, whatever. Nope, that was a useless diversion.
The place falls down, and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
Not for construction use. That looks suspicious.
Let's try to piece this together.
As the cannibals
That's
finished
not
off
right.
eating the clown, one said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Oh, Jesus. Because this isn't suspicious at all.
Just when I thought we were starting to get on.
I was married by a judge. I should have asked for a jury.
All right. Am I allowed to use these? I think these are supposed to be for cops only. Yeah, whatever.
Sam's taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Huh.
I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since 41. Never quite made the transition to talkies.
Uh-huh.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Right.
So this is where their lumber comes from? It's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof. Gotta be something else around here. Wonder what's left in the buildings.
I mean, seems like pretty obvious. Like,
in a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor, District Attorney,
curiouser and curiouser.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry. Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser. So,
fair enough.
How is your new development selling, Leland? Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray. And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing. God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door. You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money. The GI Bill is government money. There's a difference. What difference? The GI money ends up in my pocket. I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors. Of course, Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on? It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis
I feel like I should turn this off.
The California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren. Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor.
Operator, can you put me through to police dispatch?
What? Why?
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Lou Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks.
I mean, didn't I just see a film about like my boss and like the evil doctor and Walternate all just kind of standing around talking about how evil they are? I feel like I could just like, I don't know, take that to somebody.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me?
I don't know.
Your friend
Jealous?
came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Wow. Never expected Cole to be the type of guy to get it out in a dirty alley like that with a German prostitute, but hey, what do I know? Alright. What did I... Triggered something. Oh. Really?
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark. Good thing I'm not thirsty.
What I wanted. Suppose I've killed enough time. Let's head upstairs.
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
What?
Let's put a few bucks. And for you to lose some teeth.
I'm about to break the goddamn jaw.
All right, let's dance.
Ah, crap.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Well, crap. And next one, what happened if I'd have won that fight? Once again, dude, that tie. Seriously. Take it out and burn it. Put it out of its misery.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Elsa.
I just have to say, hey, you should take this car.
What the hell?
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Probably not. Alrighty then.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
Yeah, you know it.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
Just taking a drink when that happened. That was hilarious. Ugh, God, that was that felt like a really, really short case. Like the thing was only made longer because I stopped and turned around. If I hadn't done that, if I just...
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Weps. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Hoboom. Weapons Company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Alright.
Where's he going?
Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in.
Who gave that order?
You did.
Alrighty then. A polite invitation. Something tells me it's not going to be that polite. Alright, not what I was expecting it to be a medical clinic, but alright.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
10
minutes.
Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
So you just, like, know her for, like, 5 minutes and you're already hitting on her. Whatever.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's gonna get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
I mean, if I'd have been smart and taken that film canister of, you know, them all sitting around talking about how evil they are and their evil plan.
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Alrighty then. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. Nothing in here I need to get. Pretty snazzy looking place. Ah, you still got that tie on.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
Isn't there?
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack.
Well, you know, I mean,
how could you accuse me
you can't
of
be polite
having
about something
anything
like
to do with
that.
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Oh, Jesus.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
Jesus!
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
Can we not keep doing that?
She will only come back.
I knew you were in bed with Elysian, Curtis. Now I know why. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I mean... Yeah, whatever.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can. What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Everything. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
I want answers,
All right,
Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
Yeah, well, I am, so... Why are you doing the fraud?
Get it, Curtis? You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
Oh, yeah?
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
I don't know.
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
All right.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
Come on.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
I don't know. I just found the thing.
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Come on.
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Right, okay, I guess I'm going there. But I read one of those things that probably
That's
know why.
my desire.
Alright, I guess I'm
just going up to my office party. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Yeah, kind of weird way you told me that.
Mr. Man like you always loses.
Somebody going through all my stuff?
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
Hey, don't mind me.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
I survived the war for this.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It sounded like it to me.
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Alrighty then. Alright. Well, I'm at the Hall of Records now.
Hello there.
You need some help there, sir?
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
That doesn't... Registry Office, alright. This must be it. Hey!
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
What am I looking for now?
Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
All right.
4 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. Registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
God.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Oh, great.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
$1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
That's right?
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day?
Let's see here. Is there zero is A, so B, C. You. All right. Right? You? No.
Let's see what the site is worth to them. 1876988.
God, he said that because I already forgot that number.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Oh, Jesus.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns. Weapons on the ground!
Well, here's what you missed so far. I'm playing Kelso, and the German lady's like, hey, I don't want this money. And then, like, I found out that they're making the houses that have been burning down out of old movie prop wood. Oh, also, I found a
Courtney.
video
okay, Jack.
of
like
my boss and
You didn't need to
the
come
evil
all the way
doctor
down
and
It's important, Courtney.
evil Walternate all sitting around talking about how evil they are.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's gonna help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
Walternate?
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Awesome. What's going on now? Didn't think so. All right.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Pelelu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Yeah, they all got cool guns. I got this pistol. I feel a bit left out. Wow, it's awfully loud for a, quote, minimum of noise. How am I not dead?
I need someone to come. Chew him up.
Also,
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Yeah.
How long?
Where's my Thompson? What? Why did I drop my Thompson? Oh. I guess it's out of ammo. I'll take this then. You know.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
There he is! Blast him!
Ah.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
Not that big a gun.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down?
Amazing that she missed at that range.
I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
That's steel. I feel like I have.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
Clearly not all of them. I just got the shotgun.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building. Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to. Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Why didn't I check the safe? Right.
That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe.
You know, checking the safe. Probably what I should have done from the start, but, you know, I decided to run around like an idiot for reasons I don't fully understand.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
Check out this newspaper here.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hope that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
Ominous!
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
There's a phone on your desk, I mean. Alrighty then. I mean, Nicholson electroplating.
Hey, news from Jack. There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side.
Christ, what was
Jesus!
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All right.
All units, reports of an explosion. Alternative location is south of Santa Monica. West of, all units, car 88K reports an explosion.
Jesus! And the looters are already out.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
You little prick! Get that bastard cold! Now I'm the time to be left.
I subdued the looters, all right.
Commander will want us at the scene. Let's go. Jesus. I've never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Get delayed somewhere?
What
Wow.
in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's good to know.
What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
We're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
All right.
World's turned upside down.
And it's time for us to do our jobs.
Vaporized. Oh, brother.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. And I think it went okay.
Couple of pickups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor, you came across as, very resolute.
Sweet heavens above.
Got something?
I don't think so.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
All right. So shouldn't we have like... Ah! Shouldn't we have, like, masks on or something? I think we should have masks on or something.
Seems irrelevant.
Phelps, I think I found something over here.
Thank God somebody's found something.
Looks like all that's left. Try the laundry tag.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption. What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. They used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Backwards.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name. advice?
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
I hope I got that, whatever that thing was supposed to be, because... I believe so. Alright. This is an undeciphered. Alright. I don't think I got it. Damn it. Feel like I got it, but it's not like updating. Okay. I see what I'm doing there. Alright. Yeah. Yeah.
It's an address.
It was the XSB part that I
North
am a dumb and didn't notice. Yeah. Yep, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb. Complete Notre Dame.
This is a busy street, okay?
Anybody? Yep.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
Hello there.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
What caused the
Tell
explosion?
us what happened.
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
What exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
You want me to find out what's going on here or not?
Died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
All right.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Really? Then why is she a spy?
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
Come on. Anything legitimate about this?
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
Likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who work here don't use a laundry service.
Alrighty then. Where's that telephone? It was just around there. Let's get that. I mean, yeah, sure, Phelps acts upset and angry about all this, but I mean, let's be honest with you. The real reason he's angry is because people, like a whole bunch of people died and he had nothing
You
to do
think
with it.
blowing one up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
I've got to do this.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Alright. Nope.
Can you drive to this one?
Haven't I been here before? I feel like I've been here before. I think I came here before and a guy ran out the back door or something.
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
That was...
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks. You're behind the wheel.
Officially opening the nationwide market times campaign.
Aha!
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Seems kind of weird that you have a cipher for your own address. Oh boy. Place has been ransacked. Oh boy!
Somebody turned the place over. Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge. James Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Could be a class ring. One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
Nope, nothing on his chest apparently. All right. That wasn't what I wanted. All right.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
Really? Not even a friggin' watch? You got a tie clip. Ah, great.
Optimistic, Cole.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight.
You just gonna leave that there? I think I should take this with me.
Page 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
All right.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s.
What?
I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it.
Wait, Spruce Goose? Well. Was not expecting that. Where am I going? Hughes Aircraft. All right.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
America's crown, a land war.
This is a military project, gentlemen.
Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes Aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
The one right in front of me.
And what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Huh, I see. Well, this just gets juicier and juicier.
Follow me.
Good day, miss.
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So,
This is the spruce. Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Alrighty then.
You know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants.
I can believe that.
Pearl all over again.
Come on. Tell me.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
God.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. The question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
This thing.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Want to take a look inside her?
Yeah.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned. What now?
Check Mapes' office, but easy does it. You find something, he could turn that pretty quick.
Alright. Where the hell is this guy's office?
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's see what he types.
Doesn't look like anything.
Great gun to me.
this is going to help us.
Might. You never know.
Not much help.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
All right.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
All right.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers?
Yep.
You're the cop that's stripping that German boy.
I think you got the wrong guy, Vern.
Alrighty then.
You know the way. You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
At the police station. Didn't you just tell me to go there?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. This would never go all the way up to Hughes. You had a middleman dealing stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Anyone seen where Miss Rose
Just tell me today. What do you
What am I looking for now?
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
I was door knocking all morning, but I gotta make on the car. Drake. I got the jitters again.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
That's true.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Isn't that where I'm supposed to be?
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop. but I try and stay out of politics.
Fair enough.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
That's supposed to be me?
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
Beat her up so bad. When I found him, I returned the favor.
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell. Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish.
All right.
I want to make comments. You know you make it.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny,
I
Ray.
agree.
You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil, but you could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I don't want no part. Captain finds out, we're dead.
Well. Right here.
McClellan's patent application. So we have McClellan raising a patent and selling to Hughes, and Akamoto copying the details for Lockheed. Where does that leave Nicholson?
With a great big hole in the ground.
Any ideas?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
It's door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the car in the end.
Just tell me today. What do you think?
let's go.
You can drive.
Stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
Weird place for a bed, but what do I know? Hello?
Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Well, that's not good.
It's cold again. We gotta get out of here right now. Look, by the stove. Shoot the gas line, Cole. We're out of here.
That. All right. Why'd you go to that?
There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
I don't know how much more smash. I don't know how much smashes we were going to go under that.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Damn it. We thought he was going to go down the side.
Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on Mapes. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
I like how they're just kind of like calmly sitting there after being in a horrible car crash.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at the
Cole.
tires.
There we go.
Throw out the guns.
He wants to play cat and mouse. Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
I agree.
Find the cover.
A lot of stuff going on here.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Look at that. Alrighty then.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Well, there you go. Wow. That is probably the least amount of damage that I have done to anything so far. But, yeah. I think there's only one case left, so, I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to make this next long episode, and we're just going to go ahead and finish this game. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right, let's do this.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger, help me.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to give up.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou, he went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them
You don't say.
Just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversation.
Stop!
I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
Whoa! Whoa, wasn't expecting that.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven. Next slide.
Alright. Why did he do that? Alright, never mind. A different kind of war.
It's gotta be one of these places.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. We must have worked at one of these joints. Help you? Don't need this? How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the
That's
other
a
guys.
good point.
They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ooh.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep was in on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch?
That's a fair point.
This is getting out of hand.
It's a time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
Wow.
Go ahead, socks.
That certainly did not escalate quickly. All right. You know, I think it might have something to do with the fact that I'm auto-driving to a lot more places now, and that's why I'm getting less and less, you know, city and car damage.
Welcome to Nuclear. What can I do you for?
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Well,
Wow, that sure looks like a beauty.
that was a waste of time.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Alright. Yesterday.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
Hello?
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe. Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. And the doctor lost control.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Where?
So much for your foresight, Doctor. Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses, all being built in the path of the freeway?
The freeway? Really? It's the freeway, huh?
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down. You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student. What?
You certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
Yes.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jeff Kelso.
I'm at a loss.
We need to find Elsa. There must be something that links the big guy to the shrink.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment. Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come in?
So, he's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of it.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this?
So it is a freeway scam. So...
Roll nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
So, it's all about the freeway. So when I made that joke a while back about Toontown, is the whole plot of this is the plot to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, I'm not even mad. In fact, just for the heck of it, might actually go watch that movie after this. It's been a while. And he's still wearing that annoying tie. My God.
Guess nobody's home.
Yep. That's...
Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
I agree. Kind of weird that you would be able to bring that home. Yay.
Quite a flock you got here, kid. I know those faces. Jesus Christ, I know every one of them.
Weird. I did. Okay.
A strange obsession. The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch. Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the 1st Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there. This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
All right then.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the 1st Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, and
Roger
I'll go
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
That's Kelso's car.
All right.
All units, Chief Morrow reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized. All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline Navy Blue, westbound on 5th Street.
Jesus. You know, why can't every other car that I was involved in a high-speed chase
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
All units, we have a new suspect vehicle. It is shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle, described as a green Hudson Commodore, license 3 Sam 0102, reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Caution, continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further. Suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, suspect vehicle is now northbound on Los Angeles, passing 2nd Street. Car 66 Adam for 77 Adam, go to 1st and Alameda. Car 19 William, go to 1st and Vignes. Repeat, 1st and Vignes. Units to handle
I'm not really sure what's going on right now, but hey. Doesn't ever stop me.
All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Morrow has authorized the use of deadly force. Use of deadly force is authorized in disabling both suspect vehicles.
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? You working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new groom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
All right then. Oh. And who are these people now?
Christ.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a shootout, but I still have no idea who these people are or why I'm shooting them.
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you.
An inch to the left and you would have had me, boys.
A lot of water down here. It's raining. I don't like this.
You're pretty brave for a day.
Alright. Why is there an armory down here?
How long do you think you can hold out? You want me? You got it.
Step on it. So he's there, right there.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
They apparently have an armory down here for reasons I don't fully understand. How many times have I said that to these places? Okay. Alrighty then.
The water's rising.
somewhere. You want me? You got me.
I feel like this flame I currently have no idea what I'm doing. Thank God.
Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
Her. But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone knows it.
Elsa! Are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What? You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you.
No, I don't.
You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
Yeah.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! The goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm on morphine!
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
Everyone out of here now. Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
Well,
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Cole, up here. I'll get this grader first. The water is rising.
You're first.
Hand her up.
Get out of here! You're not Jack. I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help.
What are you waiting for?
Jump, Cole! Jump for it!
ouch. Well, certainly wasn't expecting that to happen. Well, I guess that's official. Huh.
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps.
This guy is...
Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true valor.
Apparently
and
not.
through his personal bravery, achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop, wrongly accused, who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine. You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe. Go to her. Will you, Herschel? A reformer who recognized the need to remove the odd bad apple from a department made up of good men. Herschel? A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued to fight the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband. A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
True. He did get track a lot of cases for you. You're just gonna go up there and... damn it. Well, that was definitely an interesting twist and turns there on the plot. Kind of sad that the only people that got blamed for it was the scummy doctor and Walternate, but I guess well, I guess there's only one thing I can say about all this. Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. Well, on that note, we're going to bring this to an end here. Thank everyone for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I got to figure out what I'm going to play next time. Goodbye, everybody.